Marcus Aurelius once said, "If life hurts you, care less about it." A seemingly simple statement, yet it carries profound implications. This Roman emperor, a renowned Stoic philosopher, invites us to examine life from a different perspective. His words echo the core tenets of Stoicism, a philosophy born in the bustling markets of ancient Greece, refined in the halls of Roman power, and still profoundly relevant today. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and to let go of what we cannot. It instills in us the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. It nudges us towards a life of tranquility, free from the chains of external circumstances. So when Aurelius suggests we care less about life's pains, he's not advocating for indifference, but for a shift in perspective. This philosophy, dating back to ancient Greece and Rome, still holds relevance today and can provide guidance in navigating our modern world. Stoicism is not the only philosophy that has stood the test of time. There are others, each with its unique perspectives on life. Let's take a stroll through the philosophical garden, shall we? First stop, existentialism. This philosophy posits that life has no inherent meaning, and it is up to each individual to create their own purpose. In contrast to Stoicism, which advocates for acceptance of life as it is, existentialism encourages us to impose our own meaning on the chaos of existence. It's like being handed a blank canvas and asked to paint your own masterpiece. Next, we turn to hedonism, the pursuit of pleasure as the highest good. It's a philosophy that might seem appealing at first glance. Who doesn't like pleasure, right? But it's quite different from Stoicism. Stoics argue that true happiness doesn't come from external pleasures, but from inner tranquility and virtue. It's not about the thrill of the roller coaster ride, but the serenity of the quiet park bench. We then find ourselves facing Buddhism, a philosophy with a vast and rich history. Buddhism and Stoicism share some similarities. Both advocate for acceptance and detachment from worldly desires. However, where Stoicism emphasizes rationality and self-control, Buddhism leans more towards meditation and mindfulness as paths to enlightenment. It's like comparing a sturdy oak, standing firm in the storm, to a flowing river, moving with the currents of life. And finally, back to Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us to find contentment in accepting life as it is, focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we can't. It's a philosophy that doesn't promise happiness, but rather peace of mind through acceptance of the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. While these philosophies differ in many ways, they all seek to answer the same fundamental questions about our existence. How does one care less about life when it hurts, as Marcus Aurelius advises? The answer lies in the Stoic approach to handling adversity. Stoicism, a philosophy born in ancient Greece and Rome, offers us timeless wisdom that can be especially useful when life throws us curveballs. It's more than just a philosophy. It's a toolkit for navigating life's ups and downs. And at the heart of this toolkit lie three practices: negative visualization, dichotomy of control, and mindfulness. Negative visualization, contrary to its somber name, is not about pessimism, but about preparing ourselves for adversity. By regularly imagining worst-case scenarios, we're not inviting misfortune, but rather training our minds to handle potential setbacks. This practice can temper our reactions to life's hardships, making us more resilient and less susceptible to despair. Next is the dichotomy of control. Stoics understood that our lives are a mix of things within our control, like our actions and attitudes, and things beyond it, like the actions of others or the course of world events. By focusing our energy on what we can control and accepting what we can't, we can remain steady amidst chaos. We can't control the storm, but we can adjust our sails. Finally, mindfulness. Though often associated with Eastern philosophies, mindfulness is also a pillar of Stoicism. It's about being present, fully engaged with the task at hand, and not being swept away by thoughts of the past or the future. When we're mindful, we're less likely to be buffeted by life's trials and tribulations. Instead, we can navigate them with calmness and clarity. So how does one care less about life when it hurts? By practicing negative visualization, understanding the dichotomy of control, and cultivating mindfulness. By seeing life's challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and learning. Embracing Stoicism doesn't mean becoming emotionless. Instead, it's about gaining the wisdom to differentiate what we can control and what we can't. Despite being thousands of years old, Stoicism's teachings have not lost their relevance. In today's fast-paced world, where stress and anxiety often seem to be the order of the day, the principles of Stoicism can offer a guiding light. Imagine facing each day with the calm acceptance that we cannot control everything around us. That's the Stoic way. It's about understanding that our reactions, our emotions, and our inner peace are within our control, even when the world outside is not. Think of the pressures of modern life, the race for success, the fear of failure, the pursuit of happiness. Stoicism teaches us to detach from these external events, to focus on our own actions and reactions. This ancient philosophy promotes a sense of inner peace and resilience that resonates in today's world more than ever. In a world that's constantly changing, the timeless wisdom of Stoicism provides a compass to navigate life's ups and downs. In essence, Stoicism teaches us to care less not about life itself, but about the things in life that cause us unnecessary suffering. It's not about becoming indifferent or unfeeling, but about cultivating a sense of resilience. A resilience that isn't cold or dismissive, but warm, open, and understanding. Throughout our exploration of Stoicism, we've discovered its wisdom, its contrast to other philosophies, its approach to life's challenges, and its modern relevance. We've seen how it encourages us to focus on what's within our control and let go of what's beyond it. This is not a call to apathy, but an invitation to serenity, a serenity that can withstand even the harshest storms of life. In the end, Stoicism is more than a philosophy. It's a practical guide for modern living, a beacon of light in a world often filled with uncertainty and chaos. As we journey through life, may we all find the strength to care less about the things that hurt us and more about the things that truly matter.